A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Cam Little to kick off.
Here now is Cam Little out to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
This is caught. It's Woods. And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Throwing his dart. That'll be caught left side by Woods. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. On the give, Jeanty. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. To throw his dart. They'll get this out to Jeanty. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2nd and 10. Working out of the gun is Dart. Over the middle, complete. It's Woods. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10 yards. Already, he's top 50 receiving yards in this first quarter. And he's got a first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the Packers' 8-yard line.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Come on, set. Cougar 19.
Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jalen Waddle, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are on the board here first in the season opener. For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
Next to score, Vikings 7, Packers nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. To throw is Jackson. That's complete. It's Jalen Noel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
Complete. This is Mitchell. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 29.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the gun, Jackson. Open man down the field. This is Mitchell. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Adonai Mitchell, 33 yards. And the Packers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
Game at 7. Cam Little to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
From the gun, here's Dart. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down.
On the set. Let's go now. Back to 60. Cougar 19. Back, please.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Jensen. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple. To throw now. Dart. That's complete. It's Ashton Jeanty. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
It's a gain of 2.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
First down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Jalen Walker.
Brings up 2nd.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the shotgun, a throw for Dart. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Jalen Waddle, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7.
Vikings 14. Packers 7. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Looking for the crossing route, and he's got Mitchell. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Throw right side taken in by Adunze.
Jackson's pass.
Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
DC one.
From the gun, it's Jackson. It's caught. Mitchell. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Jackson now. Wright's got it. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Again, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Jackson to throw. Caught here right side, no. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Touchdown, Packers. Adnan Mitchell, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14.
Cam Little to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
We'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
To the air, Dart. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Dart. Right side complete. That's Woods. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 21-14.
Packers 14. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it will come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Play action. Now Jackson. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Complete to right. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Packers.
Complete to
Jalen Wright, 79 yards. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 21.
21 apiece. Cam Little to kick off.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Genty.
And at the 42-yard line here, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
First down, it's Genty.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Complete to Jalen Waddle. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down. They'll get this out to Genty. And he will have the Vikings first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Play fake, and here's Dart.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Throwing again is Dart.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Dart. He'll find Genty out of the backfield.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Jalen Waddle with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
28. Packers 21. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that way,
shedding the tackle and gives him some room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there.
Jackson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
No. You.
Throwing is Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Now Jackson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. Look at the big man rumble. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It's a gain of
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's right. Calling a gain of a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held him to an okay gain.
A gain of 9 yards.
They'll They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Get hot! Go ahead. Get hot! No, we changed it.
The tight end in motion right. To throw again is Jackson. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
A run straight ahead with Genty. He's got a full head of steam.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Ashton Genty, 97 yards. And the Vikings are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now up to 14.
35. Packers 21. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Here's Jackson.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Jackson now.
He'll get this into the hands of the Doom Zone.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand the field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Here's Jackson to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down.
It's second down.
Now it's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
To throw is Dart. The short throw pulled in by Woods.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
7 yards there and a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
On the give, Genty.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Throwing his Dart. This pass complete to Melton. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent over. Touchdown!
Theo Johnson from 3 yards out. And the Vikings are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
42. Packers 21. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
It's up. 180. It's up.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
It's up. 180.
And they take a knee.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division.